Okay, yeah, that was unexpected.
I can hear something. I can hear something. Here he is. A little bit late, but I'll let him off. What's up, man?
How are you?
Oh, good. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you. I knew you were tall, but I didn't know how tall you were. I don't know if you're gonna fit in my car, bro.
I'll find a way in, man.
Hey.
So cool we made it here.
You brought the 675.
I brought the 675.
Amazing. What is up, my dudes? Today is a very, very special episode. We are with my taller brother and my more handsome brother.
Well, I don't know about more handsome.
I'm still trying to figure out how you're going to fit inside the Murcielago.
Am I going to struggle?
Well, if I sit up straight,
yeah,
my head hits the roof.
My head hits the roof in a hurricane. Is this even worse than a hurricane?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I do not know. I think this might be a little lower. So Luke brought out a 675. We are in the Black Forest.
Yeah, this is the Route 500, okay, and it leads up into the Black Forest. You can drive for basically 2 hours, non-stop twisty roads. It's just amazing.
So before we start this amazing episode with Luke, by the way, I'm so excited to be filming with him because in the automotive industry, in this automotive sector of YouTube, he's my favorite content creator, just like me.
Man.
No, really.
Making me blush on camera.
He's got a nice lens. He has a better lens than I do. This is the old lens I used to have, but it's too heavy for me, so I got a much lighter one.
But I have a really strong left arm now.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for making me feel better about myself. So let's feel a little worse about this day. Unfortunately, I had to take my car into a car wash because, as you guys know, I was in the Swiss Alps, Italian Alps yesterday, in the snow, in the rain. The car was just covered in dirt this morning, and filming with Luke, knowing the amazing videos and like cinematic video he's going to make with this.
I didn't actually plan to do any cinematics.
Oh, you did? Okay, well, God.
It's going to be a quick, like, kind of casual vlog.
Now you're really rubbing it in, because let me get to my point. So I thought he was going to make a really cinematic video with this. So I said, you know what? I need to clean it because I actually want to watch the footage he's going to make, right? So it being a Saturday in Europe, I went to 2 car washes. They were both closed. And then finally, I found this one drive-through car wash. I did not want to go in there. I've never taken any of my exotics in there, and definitely didn't want to take this car in there. But reluctantly, I had no other choice. So I pulled in, and the car wash, how do we put it lightly? They destroyed my car. Lamborghini.
And he didn't even think about to write me to ask the best car wash to go to.
So let me tell you why. Because I'm not allowed in Switzerland, and last night somehow we ended up in Switzerland. We went from Austria to Switzerland, then went back to Austria, and then again we got lost and went back into Switzerland. So this morning, only thing I want to do was just get out of Switzerland. So I didn't want to call you and drive around. I was just driving on Google Maps, checking for the first and only car washes that I could find. So I pull in, it's a drive-through car wash, and well, let's start with the exterior. All right, so as you guys know, my car is pretty wide, too wide for the car wash. I don't know how this happened, but it has rails. I know, baby, I'm so sorry. There are rails that guide the car, and I'm assuming one of the rails just completely destroyed the slip, but luckily it seems like it's just a wrap, so I can get that fixed shortly. Here's a part that really pisses me off. Well, not pisses me off, but this is the part that hurts the most, let's say. Whatever chemical they used for the wheels started seeping through this little gap. So when I went to the gas station afterwards, I opened the door up and I saw some black dye over here. I got a napkin, wiped it off, and then I saw there was some more over here. There was some gunk over here. So I wiped this off, and it literally took off the dye from the leather. So I've got to replace this entire piece. And if I replace this piece, it means I have to replace the rest of it. If I put new leather here, then it's not going to match the rest of the car. So the entire car needs to be reupholstered, which is okay, because I was actually thinking of getting Alcantara all throughout the car. Especially after this long Euro trip, my seat, it has kind of flattened out. As you can tell, it's taken a lot of abuse these last few days. So reupholstering the car is something I actually want to do. And you can see on this side as well, same thing happened. The dye is off and it's actually still on here. I didn't wipe this part off. Third thing that's wrong with the car. I started playing some music, and then as soon as I turned the music on, once I got on the freeway, my right speaker started ticking. Tick, tick, tick. And then the music just stopped. I'm assuming water somehow, when they sprayed the wheels, got into my right speaker, and now my radio is no longer working. So yeah, thank you, car wash. Hey, but you know what? Look, the cool thing is, they posted it on their Instagram.
Oh, sure. Well,
they were so
forwarded a picture to me.
I got so many what do you call it, DMs from people. Hey, you're in Zurich, you're in Zurich. You know, I saw you on Instagram. So
well, we'll do a drive into Zurich after.
Yeah.
Do you like coffee?
I'd love some coffee.
I know. I'll take you to the best coffee place in Zurich.
All right. Well, car wash. Thank you for the free clout, I guess, posting it on your story. But now, thank you for destroying my Lamborghini. That really sucks. So, Luke, this beautiful car. Those who know that I wanted a 675 LT right before I got my GT3 RS. I was debating between the 675 LT and the GT3 RS. I chose the GT3 RS just because of Porsche's reliability. But looking at this car in silver too, it looks so good.
It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. For me, it's a baby hypercar.
It is, yes. It's hypercar fast.
Yeah, I've not driven a hypercar. I've been in one. I've not driven one, so I still don't know that real hypercar feeling. But that's how I imagine it. It's crazy.
I've driven a 918 and a 720 McLaren. They're almost just as fast. The 918 is a little faster, and the 720 is a little faster than this. So I mean, this definitely keeps up. It's definitely faster than my Murcielago.
But this is more hardcore than the 720.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Even though the 720 is faster, this is.
I cannot wait for the LT version of the 720. That's going to be a cool car.
Wild.
That I'm definitely going to get.
My favorite part is the wing, the air brake.
Oh yeah.
When you hit those brakes hard, bam, slams up like an F1 car.
And you see it in the, what do you call it?
In the mirror.
Yeah.
When the wing's up,
mirror.
You can't see out the back.
Yeah.
Totally practical.
We're very similar to mine. you cannot see.
That's the problem.
And here's another thing. My windshield cracked.
Ooh.
You see that?
Yeah.
So it started here.
Oh.
And then it's just spread all over. So this Euro trip has not been friendly with me.
I think it's going to make it back to the States.
Yes, it is. Yeah, in the States, I'm going to put a new windshield on. I was going to put a new windshield on over here, but I don't have the decal replacement.
I like you put a CH sticker on your roof.
Oh yeah, I found this at a gas station, so I made sure to slap that on. That pretty much covers all of Switzerland. And then Germany next, Paris, Belgium, Copenhagen, and Sweden.
It's crazy.
And Netherlands as well.
I think it's so cool you're doing that. Like, really take my hat off to you, man. It's so cool. I mean, a lot of work.
Yes,
I think a lot of planning.
Well, I don't have any hotels booked, so it's wherever I am that night. That's I pull out Expedia and I book it there. Should we go for a drive?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, you'll give me a drive in that, and I'll give you a drive in this.
Sounds good.
All right, let's hit it.
There's, you know, when your car's powerful and it makes my camera move, the sound is ultimate.
So you'll start seeing some flames from the rear view camera. I put this on for you. All those pops you hear, that's like massive 2-3 foot long, almost a meter long flames.
What the hell? Holy moly, it's the camera again. Dude, this is what.
It sounds like you're loading a gun, a rifle.
Well, I'm trying to hold on to myself and the camera at the same time. Because it is that aggressive. I love the sound though with the manual box. I love that pause and then the bop into the next gear.
And then at 3,000 RPMs, it has this wonderful rasp to the exhaust. I'll bring it down to 2,800 RPMs. This right here. And then it just goes.
keep this car forever? Is it one of those cars that you...
Yes and no, right? I always thought this has been my dream car. A red gated Lamborghini.
Okay.
You know, it was the poster car of my childhood.
Yeah.
I had a red Countach and a red Diablo when I grew up, hung on my wall. And then recently, a few months ago, about 3 months ago, something got into me. I always wanted to keep this car forever, but something stupid got into me. I wanted to sell this to buy a 918.
918.
So I listed this for sale. I got an almost full asking offer, $10,000 less. So I mean, we were making the deal, and then I just pulled out last second. You know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't part ways with this car.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep this car forever. This is a car I'm going to hand down to my son when he turns 18.
Okay.
It'll be a nice gift to him.
Yeah.
Especially after this Euro trip that I'm doing.
Yeah. Now with
every time,
memories are worth so much.
Absolutely. So every time I look at the car in the garage, you know, I'm going to remember all these different places I've been to in Europe with this car.
Okay, yeah. That was unexpected. Oh, you mad. So that you were supposed to do a 180 then to turn around.
I was supposed to do a 180.
Okay.
So the problem with this car is it has a massive V12 in the rear, right?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the tires in the rear are 335s.
Huge, yeah.
In the front, 225s. Very narrow. There's nothing in the front. So imagine all the weight in the rear and all the traction in the rear. It's like holding a hammer from the handle and swinging it.
Yeah, just that. Once the momentum starts,
exactly,
it just carries you.
Wherever it wants to go, that's where it's going to go. But,
So you've got to be like super gentle, which is not easy.
Yes.
Disclaimer: I have nothing to do with this stuff. What you're doing,
Guys, Luke literally told me I have to do it.
No, I did not tell you have to.
If you don't do it, he said you have to do it.
Oh, my subscribers will know that I definitely didn't tell you to do that. That is wild.
It's wild. It is a bull.
I like your car, man.
I love this car. This right here makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, even to watch, it's so satisfying to watch the gear changes. Do you blip the throttle on the downshift?
Yeah, you have to.
You have to.
It's,
Try and rev match.
Here, why don't you try? Bring it down to second gear.
Second?
Yeah.
This is going to be super weird.
Alright, so clutch in. Yeah. Oh, never mind. That was rather easy.
That was rather easy.
go to third gear. Go to third.
Oh, it's so satisfying.
But do you feel, have you had to kind of maneuver it around?
Yeah,
It's not just a straight up or straight down.
I mean, it's weird from this angle, I'll be honest with you.
I can imagine.
But feels so satisfying.
It's not a car you can, just use one finger with. You have to use a couple at least.
It needs a real man hand.
Which I don't have.
I think you moisturize actually.
I do.
I do too, it's a good.
Alright guys, I just finished giving Luke a ride in the Murcielago. We're gonna hop inside this thing and see what the 675 LT is all about. One of my favorite parts about the car. Plexi, just like the GT3 RS. Interior of this. Luke, they don't all come with the harnesses, right?
No, this is quite rare actually.
Oh, it's got a roll cage too.
Yeah, the cage as well, and the harnesses.
Very cool.
It's
so I assume the guy tracks the car.
Yeah, he does, and it was just really well spec'd. But yeah, this is the first one I've ever seen with a cage and harnesses.
Awesome.
Super cool.
I've always loved this about McLarens.
I know, it's one of the best things, right? Right.
So these switches.
Yeah. So it's push active to put everything on.
Okay.
And got the powertrain in sport. And yeah, that's pretty much all I do. Put strength manual. N is
normal sport track.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's the traction control.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And yeah, it's enough.
What is this?
Manual gearbox.
Manual gearbox.
Yeah, so fully manual. And yeah, that's enough. Obviously, launch control. And the aero, if I push that, the wing comes up at the back.
Oh, that's so cool.
Which at the moment just reflects everything. But yeah, when the wing's up, as you know, you can't see anything at the back.
So how long have you had this car? This is, you're just filming with this, right?
Yeah, I picked up yesterday, gonna film with it for a weekend.
What a lucky guy. Guys, if anyone wants me to film with their car, slide in my DMs, I will gladly drive your car.
I have a lot of really cool friends, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they also want to see some like really cool content with their cars, right?
Yeah, of course. And pictures.
Yeah, which is why, yeah, and pictures. It's the whole reason why I used to have other YouTubers drive my cars and review my cars, because I enjoyed seeing it on YouTube.
And it's about sharing the passion.
Absolutely. So much quieter than the Murcielago.
Much quieter. Yeah.
A lot stiffer than the Murcielago.
Yeah,
Murcielago has,
stiffer.
you know, some sway. Maybe I just need to change out my shocks.
It's
that noise.
It's warp speed. Like,
Yes.
I feel like when you put your foot flat down, everything goes a bit blurry.
And you're in, what gear are you in right now?
Fourth
gear. Okay. So what's your favorite part about this car?
The wing.
The wing.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, it's not my favorite part, but I love the wing brake. So when you brake hard, it kicks up. You really hear it like slap the air. You feel the back come down.
You do feel the back come down.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
when I put the wing up, you feel the whole car just sink down. It really works. The aero on this is incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much faster than the Murcielago.
And I guess what's crazy, because you don't have like crazy sound.
It just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it comes out of nowhere.
This car is definitely faster than the GT3 RS.
You think so?
Oh, it is.
Oh, GT3, yeah, okay, it is, yeah.
Although mine right now is pushing 620 horsepower. Got an extra 100 horsepower out of it.
And when you push it, then on the gear change, you get this massive bang.
Is it instant, the gear changes?
I think so. Let's try.
That's the one thing I love about the Porsche. That PDK system is out of this
You
world.
can be the judge. Yeah. It feels pretty instant.
It's instant and it's hard.
Yeah, it kicks you in the back, right?
Yeah, the Porsche doesn't have that. I feel like the Porsche is faster but smoother, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for me, the Porsche with PDK is almost too good. It's just almost everything works too perfectly. I mean, you can just fly through the gears. It's so smooth. It just does its job. I think if track times are your goal, it's amazing for that. But I would still. We were just talking before this, or GT3 RS. GT3.
Really?
Still.
Okay.
Or,
I don't know. Something about the doors.
Yeah, the doors.
You know,
are
anytime
cool.
you get in a car that has butterfly doors.
Yeah, it is cool.
Just next level,
There's
right?
something ridiculously cool and childish about pulling up at a fuel station and just be like, oh yeah.
I've been doing that at all the toll roads, and people probably think, you know, like, who's this tool bag, you know, just lifting the door to get a ticket, but I have to. This looks like a nice road.
Definitely. That's not full throttle, by the way.
That wasn't.
No.
Look, you're teasing us. Don't tease us. Give it to us.
Well, knowing your audience to follow you because you're all car, I'm guessing they want full on.
Who's this guy? You don't ever bring him back on the channel.
Only going 3/4 throttle. What a pussy. But this is the Black Forest, as I was saying.
This is the Black Forest.
Super twisty roads. With the Black Forest, you can just explore all day long. It's like you almost can't take a wrong turning.
Wow.
Yeah, you feel it in the back, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see how quickly it gets to 100.
Can we do a launch control?
Do a launch control? Never tried it. But as you did donuts for my channel,
You gotta do it.
let's try one. Does nothing.
No, that's one thing I love about the Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche launch
yeah,
control. I talked about that in my last video.
There is no button for it. Just hit the brake and stomp on the gas and let go of the brake. That's it.
Yeah, it's so easy. And as you can see now, we can't figure out how to do launch control in this. You would think pushing the button launch
would allow launch control.
but it doesn't. It is made in England, after all.
Everything's reversed over there.
Yeah.
You know, being in this car kind of makes me regret not bringing the GT3 RS instead. It would have been cool to really drive fast through some of these roads. But I try to go as fast as possible with the Murcielago, but you know, the car is a little limited. Although yesterday, which you'll see on my next video, in the Alps, I was swinging that car, drifting every single turn.
You're brave, is what you.
Well, I have the video. I gotta show you. Wow,
that was full.
Yeah, that felt like full.
I mean, let's do a 0 to 100 just to show how ridiculous it is.
Wow.
What I mean, I can't even count that.
Yeah, so
quick.
If we get rid of the initial, guys, that's fast. If we get rid of that initial like 0.7 seconds because we're not using the launch control, you know, by the time it builds up boost, it seems like it got there in like 2.5 seconds.
If you did it properly, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Definitely in the 2s.
If I could figure out how to use launch control.
Wow. You know, the funny thing is I've always called McLaren's trash on my channel just because they're not reliable.
Yeah.
How many miles does this one have?
This one, 14,000.
Miles or kilometers?
Kilometers.
Kilometers. Okay, yeah. So about 9,000 miles.
Yeah, around there.
So it's been reliable. That's good.
I mean, I've got loads of friends that own McLarens, and every time I've been with them, there's been a problem. Like it won't start, or they can't unlock it. This one was beeping earlier for no reason whatsoever. Okay. And sometimes you just hear things rattling. Just suddenly something starts rattling.
It really.
But then you put your foot down.
Exactly. There's nothing like it. You know, it's just a shame that they haven't figured out the electronics of the car yet. But once they do, McLaren is probably going to be the best supercar maker in the world. Guys, check this out. So jealous of you guys. Aaron, if you're watching this, you know the reason Luke over here has this amazing content is because of the landscape. He's cheating.
But I feel the same. Like I follow a couple of people in LA and California, and you obviously, and it's like for me it looks like non-stop sun flares and beautiful sunsets and this like super cool vibe. Is what it seems for someone in Europe.
You know what? On camera, everyone is cooler, and every place is cooler than it is in real life. Yeah. Except for us, we're actually much cooler in person.
Definitely.
Hey, Luke, really, thank you for giving me a ride in this.
Oh, it's my pleasure, man. It's super cool.
Hey, thanks for meeting up with me. I'm sure all my subscribers will appreciate it because you know they've been asking me to reach out to other YouTubers and make some content with you know collaborations and all. So
dude,
we'll put the link to Luke's YouTube page and Instagram in the description. So guys, make sure you give him a follow. He's the European version of me. Taller, more handsome.
I'm not agreeing with the more handsome part. I'm definitely not.
We create almost identical content.
Yeah.
Which is cinematic and quality over quantity. So.
And I'm feeling I should come visit you.
I would love to. If you come to LA, you'll be my guest. You'll stay at my place. I'll show you around.
Oh, dude, that sounds amazing.
And we'll take my cars out for a rip. The GT3 RS you want to drive? I've got one.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, it's currently getting supercharged and
Supercharged?
It's gonna be the world's first supercharged GT3 RS, and it's getting a wide body kit.
When is it going to be finished?
Hopefully by the time I get back.
I'm going to come out in the next couple of months.
Oh, that'd be perfect. That? Yeah, so it's going to be right around 700 to 750 horsepower. So GT2 RS performance, but with the 9,000 RPM red line, and the sound of that supercharger instead of instead of these turbos.
Turbos.
But the turbos sound good too. Wow. I just put those wheels on yesterday. Look how good it looks with those Symbolo wheels. That white on white.
Yeah, dude, the boost looks just incredible.
Killer.
Yeah.
Once again, shout out to Symbolo for those wheels. Absolutely killer. What's up, dudes?
Hello.
All right, guys, so as Luke's finishing up his B-roll, spent like 15 minutes on B-roll. I only spent 2 minutes, which is why his videos look better than mine. But I will see you guys next at Benelux. We have 6-7 hour drive to make, so I should be there around 10 p.m. tonight, and then tomorrow is Cars and Coffee. So that'll be on the next episode. Cars and Coffee, Benelux with Apollo IE, and the new De Thomas, whatever that burgundy car with the gold wheels is. That's gonna be pretty cool. Hopefully I'll get a ride in one of those. So I'll see you guys mañana. Ciao.